Hello. Okay, I plan to do a video mostly directed at Bill O'Reilly, who is basically, I think everybody has pretty much written him off as a joke. I honestly think he's just Fox News way of keeping the morbidly curious basically watching, because it's kind of like interesting to know what absurdity is going to come out of Bill O'Reilly's mouth next. Okay, well, there's been a recent long line of absurdities that is really very comical. Speaking as a former Christian, which I was since age 12, and I'm 50 now, so do the math. It's always been a religion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video, and I'll probably pause it because it's so remarkably stupid that I'm going to be interjecting. I know it already. I've watched it already, and I know that I'm going to be stopping this video and making my comments. But at the end of this video, I'm going to, and this is a video that was published on November 28th, 2012. Okay, Fox News. All right. And Bill O'Reilly is targeting David Silverman. I don't say interviewing because this man doesn't interview people. He brings people on his show and attacks them and doesn't let them get a word in edgewise, asks them questions, and the moment they start to talk, he jumps all over them. Or if they say anything even remotely that he disagrees with, he insults them and jumps on them and calls them names. That's his way. So it's not really an interview, it's his targeting David Silverman. And that's what this particular video is about. So I'm going to play this video, or I'm going to show this video and stop and make comments. And then at the end, because I was so incensed, try to use a big word, comes out wrong. I was so incensed by this absurd little man that I wrote him. He actually he's on Facebook. You can write him messages. So I wrote him one, and I want to read the message that I wrote to him after I saw this video. And before I play it, one more thing. I encourage anybody who actually wants to decide for themselves to pull out the dictionary. They make ebooks now too. So if you don't actually have a hardcover or paperback dictionary, you probably can get it for free, on your Kindle or whatever, and look up the definitions for the word religion, and think about the Christian religion. Think about Christianity and look at the definition for religion and see how many characteristics Christianity shares with the definition of religion. And then look up the word philosophy and think about Christianity again, and try to find some characteristics about Christianity that match up with philosophy. You know what a philosophy is? Buddhism is a philosophy. Buddhism, they don't believe in a god. They don't follow a deity. There's no savior that they worship and follow around. Buddhism is a philosophy because it's been commercialized so much. It is now counted as one of the world's largest religions, but it's a philosophy. It's a belief system, basically. Christianity, on the other hand, has all the characteristics of a religion. In fact, the dictionary that I went to and looked up that word, it actually listed Christianity in parentheses as an example of religion. But see, the United States Constitution says that no one, well, I'm not going to say it word for word because I don't have it right in front of me, but the gist of it is that no one religion should be favored above another religion. So Bill O'Reilly, his way to get around that so that Christianity can continue to enjoy the preferential treatment they've been enjoying for a very long time, is to just say, oh, we're not a religion, we're a philosophy, and the Constitution isn't talking about philosophies, it's talking about religion. And he says, Christianity is not a religion. That's a fact. Try finding anywhere that it says that Christianity... I tried to find, you know where I found something that says that Christianity is not a religion? On a Christian website. And what does it say? It says that Christianity is not a religion. It's a relationship. Okay. So anyway, that's still not a philosophy. And it is a religion. In every other respect, it you know, whatever. So here's the video. I'm going to turn this around. And I'll try not to interject too much, but it's going to be really hard for me. I have very little control when it comes to stuff like this. Okay. Finding where the play button is.
This controversy situation, many of the actions against public displays of Christmas taken by atheist organizations. With us now, David Silverman, president of the American Atheist Group. Thanks for having me. I'm really trying to get, and I'm not being a wise guy here, all right? I'll deal with the hard stuff with Governor Chafee tomorrow. But I'm really trying to get your point of view here. You know, you're an atheist, you're a non-believer, and I respect that. That's fine.
He says he really wants to get his point of view. And he says that he respects the fact that he's an atheist and a non-believer. Pay attention to how much he listens to David Silverman during this interview, and how many times he cuts him off and slams him down every time he tries to say anything. And show how, and notice how respectfully Bill O'Reilly treats his guest, and you know, and how closely he listens to him after telling him that he really wants to know his opinion.
I don't look down on you. I don't think you're a pinhead.
Thank you.
If you want to be an atheist, that's why we have America. You can be it. But why are you messing around with my tradition? Why are you messing around with Christmas? Just leave it alone. Is there a compelling reason for you to mess around with it? Well,
yes, because preferential treatment toward one religion is actually very unfair. And he does look down on atheists. If all you need to do is watch Bill O'Reilly's videos with in his interviews with other atheists, and you will see how much this man looks down on atheists.
We're only messing around. We're not messing around with anything. We're stopping the government from preferring one religion over another.
okay.
So
Stop
well,
there.
no.
Notice he's stopping him because we don't really want to know your opinion. We just want to get you on my show so I can ream you and call you names and insult you.
No. You listen to me
Go
and
ahead.
answer my questions,
I'm
because they're
trying to
very
answer the
simple.
question. Go ahead.
What religion is involved with Christmas? What religion?
Christianity
That's
is
not a religion. That's a philosophy.
Okay, so
It was a religion yesterday, but today, Bill O'Reilly has decreed that Christianity is now a philosophy. So let it be written, so let it be done.
since the dawn of time, the winter solstice has been celebrated by multiple religions.
The winter solstice?
The winter solstice, the
Okay.
shortest day of the year. It's been celebrated with evergreen trees because they don't die, giving gifts, family, friends, song.
You like the winter solstice?
It's great.
So why don't you celebrate it?
We do.
So great.
But you don't call it Christmas because Christianity doesn't get favored. No. This is the point.
I think what we should do is call the big holiday in December Hanukkah. I mean, come on, Judaism has been around a lot longer than Christianity. I think they have seniority, and they've been around longer. And I think if we're going to show preferential treatment and call a holiday anything after one particular religion, I think Hanukkah is what we should be calling the big holiday in December.
You can celebrate winter solstice.
Yes, and you can celebrate Christmas, but our government can't take sides. The government doesn't say this is a good religion, this is a bad religion.
Look,
the government can't say this is a
Mr.
Christian
Silverman,
yes,
it is a fact that Christianity is not a religion. It is a philosophy.
This cracks me up. It's like if he says it enough times, maybe it's going to be true.
If the government were saying that the Methodist religion...
The Methodist is not a religion. The Methodist is a denomination under the Christian religion. like Lutheran is a denomination, and Baptists are a denomination, and Presbyterian are a denomination, and Foursquare is a denomination, all under the Christian religion. I even go so far as to say that Catholicism is a denomination under the Christian religion. There's this big umbrella called Christianity, and these denominations fall under it.
All right, deserves a special place in the public square, I would be on your side.
So you're going to actually tell me on live television that Christianity is not a religion?
Correct. It is a philosophy.
You and I are going to fundamentally disagree
It is a
on
philosophy,
that.
it is a philosophy, it is a philosophy.
Roman Catholicism is a religion.
You know what?
Judaism is...
He just said Roman Catholicism is a religion. Roman Catholicism is also a Christian denomination. He's putting Catholicism above Christianity as far as, I'm sorry. I know that there are Christians that will tell me that Catholicism is not Christianity. I don't agree, because while it is radically different from Protestant Christianity, they do believe, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they believe that Jesus is the Son of God and he is the way to heaven, and that you have to have him in your heart. I mean, I'm not totally sure because I'm not a Catholic, but I'm pretty sure that they have that one basic thing in common, and I think that right there makes them Christians. So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Christianity. They are sects of Christianity, and you know what? It's really not cool for you to try and It's not cool for you to cloud this issue. This issue is about religious neutrality from the government. The government says that the government is not allowed to pick sides.
Okay.
You know what's funny about this guy, Bill O'Reilly, is he's already got his he's not even listening to David Silverman. He's not even listening. David is explaining that you can have your Christmas, you can have your holiday. We all should be able to have our holidays, but the government has no. They call it a federal holiday, and they don't call Hanukkah a federal holiday. And I'm sure there's lots of major holidays that Islam or Muslims have, and there are lots of Muslim Americans. We don't have any Muslim federal holidays. We don't have any, I don't know all the different religions that are in this country, but I'm sure that there's a lot of different holidays that these different religions have, and the government doesn't recognize them. But they recognize this one Christian holiday. They actually recognize several Christian holidays. That's showing preferential treatment to this one religion, and that is against the Constitution.
Number one, religious belief or philosophy.
If you read the Constitution, it says the government cannot promote a religion.
No, it says the Congress shall not establish any laws respecting an establishment of religion.
A religion.
Yes.
See, he's decided. O'Reilly's come up with a solution for this problem as a way to continue to let Christianity have preferential treatment in America. We're not going to call it a religion anymore. We're going to call it a philosophy. Again, I urge anybody watching this to look up the definition of religion and look up the definition of philosophy. This man is I'm sorry, he's an idiot.
Not a philosophy. Okay.
So you wouldn't have a problem then with the government of the United States establishing atheism, because that's also a philosophy. That would be fair for you.
Establishing it? What does that mean?
So we'll put "In God We Don't Trust" on all the coins.
You can put your winter
One
solstice
nation under no God in the Pledge of Allegiance.
If you wanted to go down to Albany, go up to Albany, New York, and put a happy winter solstice sign on Andrew Cuomo's office door, I got no problem with it.
Yeah, you would. I think you would.
No,
but I wouldn't.
Don't tell me what I think. When I said I didn't have a problem, I don't have a problem.
Sir,
got it?
Sir, if you would have a problem with it.
No, I would not.
Challenging you on that, you would.
Challenging?
I'm challenging you on it. Yeah, I do know you. I watch your show. Look,
that's ridiculous.
And it wouldn't be right either. It wouldn't be right either, because the governor is not in a position of promoting atheism.
Winter solstice is not a religion.
No,
it's a holiday. If he wants to put winter solstice up on his office door, I got no problem.
Actually, it's a celestial event, and you're right. It would be secular. But if you put up there, "In God We Do Not Trust."
I'm sorry. I just said Jesus Christ. That's a religious. He was a man.
He just caught himself in his own game. Yeah, Jesus Christ, and people who follow a divinity or a savior, that is one of the characteristics of a religion. And here he just Oh, he actually just called Jesus Christ. Yes, it's a religion. I'm sorry, the man's an idiot.
Now, Christmas tree is a secular symbol. It's a secular symbol. It has nothing to do with Christianity.
What's that word? What's that first word?
Secular symbol.
Christmas.
A Christmas tree.
Christmas is a Christmas tree. Now look.
This is so unreasonable. You are so unreasonable.
No, it's not unreasonable.
Frightening.
I'm not unreasonable at all.
You absolutely
I'm saying
are.
The government has to be fair. The government has to not take sides. Everybody is equal. Everybody has the same rights. It doesn't
it's a
matter.
federal holiday. Why
Yes.
don't you get off your butt and get it revoked? And see how far you go. Of course you don't, because your view is insane.
No, it's not.
You can celebrate Christmas without being a Christian.
Actually, you can celebrate Christmas without being a Christian by force because you can't go to work, you can't get your mail.
I have to interject again. Bill O'Reilly's about to say you can't go to work and basically challenge him on that point. Every job I've had since I moved out of my mom's house, I have worked for companies that close the doors on Christmas. You don't have the option of going to work on Christmas. The building is closed. The lights are off. There's nobody home unless you want to work on the sidewalk and expect them to pay you for it. You're not going to get to work on Christmas. So his reaction here is beyond stupid.
Can't go to the bank.
Can't go to work?
No, you can't.
You can't?
No, you
Yes,
can't.
you can.
Oh, really? Are you going to be working on Christmas?
I don't work on Christmas.
99% of the country doesn't either because it's a federal holiday,
So
which is
you and
illegal.
your merry band of fascists.
Fascists.
Right? Yeah.
Fascists.
You get it revoked.
You call me a fascist.
Absolutely.
I am a patriot, sir. I am a patriot who's taking the craziest notion.
Does this sound like an interview to you? Or does this sound like he brought this guy on his show to call him names and insult him? I'm sorry. The man is a
that everybody in this country
asshole.
is equal and that the government has to treat everybody fairly.
Therefore,
That's
they
fascism.
should banish Christmas trees.
I did not say banish Christmas trees. I said
From the public square. That's what you do. That's what you want.
That's not what I do. Stop telling me what I do.
All right. The
we
record
demand
shows
equality.
what you
We
do.
demand equality from the government, and it's our constitutional right, and you should be demanding it along with
Yes,
me.
he should.
Equality is assured.
Oh,
Nobody
really?
is infringing on
Bullshit.
your equality.
Really? So we'll all be taking Darwin Day
You know-
off next year?
You know what it is?
By force. It's a national holiday now.
Take winter solstice
No.
off and knock your...
See, Bill O'Reilly doesn't get it. He doesn't get what David Silverman is trying to say. Christianity gets a national federal holiday. No other religion or non-religion in this country does, do they? That's preferential treatment, and that is not constitutional.
yourself out, and
Oh, I will.
nobody's going to stop you.
Right, you won't.
You are
but I also
equal.
have to take off Christmas because it's a mandated federal holiday, just like the
You
4th
run
of
this
July.
organization,
What?
right? You run this atheist organization,
I run
right?
American Atheists.
Keep it open. Mrs.
No, we
Silverman,
do.
thanks
American
very
Atheists
much.
will be open on
All
Christmas
right, so
Day.
you just contradicted yourself for the 18th time.
No,
in
I
the
said
interview.
99%.
All right.
We're open.
When we come around,
Man is such a jerk. I really don't like Bill O'Reilly. I don't know why we have him. Why Fox? Oh, there's my thing. This is one of my cats. Okay, so here's my letter. I'm going to read the letter that I wrote to this man today. Okay. I gotta get down here. Bill O'Reilly. Okay. I love my country, which the rest of the world envies because our founding fathers, I just lost my cursor. Because our founding fathers had the foresight to separate church from state. And for good reason, by the way. This separation protects both churches from the government trying to control them, as well as the other way around. I was a born-again Christian for over 30 years of my life. I now am free of the shackles I wore and am finally building up a self-esteem from the ruin I had of being told all my life I was corrupt from birth. And I know, being a former Sunday school teacher assistant and camp counselor, you have no idea, sir, what you are blathering about. Christianity is a religion, not a philosophy, and it has never been a philosophy. It is religion just as surely as all religions are I'm sorry. It is a cult, just as surely as all religions that use lies, deception, and the methodical brainwashing of children to gain followers are cults. It is one of the greatest causes of suffering and death in human history. Why do you hate atheists so much? Just thinking about that man's tone just now in that video. Why do you hate atheists so much? Atheists are merely people who cannot believe in something without evidence and proof. That doesn't make us bad people. You act like belief is a choice. Can you pretend or fake believing in something? If I asked you to choose to believe in my blue-spotted, fire-breathing chicken I keep under my bed, could you? Would you be a bad, horrible person if you could not? There is just as much evidence and proof that my fire-breathing chicken exists as there is for Jesus. So why can't you believe? What if I treated you like shit and called you names and wanted to disregard your right to not have blue fire-breathing chicken signs and symbols and songs all over everywhere you go? Would that be fair? What if I invited you onto my show so I could scream and insult my guests I've invited, and in general throw a tantrum like a little girl on national television? Would that be fair? The only reason atheists become angry and strident are because of people like you who attack us like we're bad people just because we don't believe what, heaven forbid, you believe. Everyone thinks their beliefs are the only right beliefs. But happily, not everyone is so inconsiderate and rude toward others who don't share their beliefs as you are. You need to start your own country where you can make up the rules and dictate how everyone else gets to think, believe, and live. You need to write your own dictionary where you can change the definition of words as you see fit to get around any obstacles in the Constitution that you don't like. It is actually because of people like you that I started seriously reconsidering my beliefs. It's because of people like you that I decided one day to actually read the Bible I had claimed to believe all my life and think of as good. It's because of people like you, sir, that I will proudly shout it from the rooftops that I am an atheist. So that's the letter I wrote him. You know, the whole thing, 20 years ago, when did Christmas start? It started after Thanksgiving. Actually, it would even be longer than 20 years ago. I'd have to say 30 years ago it started after Thanksgiving. Every year it starts earlier. Now we see Christmas stuff all over the place before Halloween. And you hear Christmas music even before Thanksgiving. It's annoying. When I was a Christian, it was annoying. When I was a Christian, by the time Christmas came around, I was sick of it and glad when it was over. And that was when I was a Christian. Try to imagine how it must feel for people who don't believe in, it doesn't represent their faith. It doesn't represent what they believe.